So here we are. Once again, guys. I am literally recording this almost exactly a year ago. What do I mean? I'm talking about the video that I recorded in which I explained to everyone why I haven't stopped or why I haven't been uploading and why I started recording in my car. I recorded that video on January 25th, 2022, guys. It is now today, as I'm recording this, January 30th, 2023. It is so scary to me to actually comprehend and actually realize how fast time flies. I literally cannot believe it that it's already been a year ago since I recorded that video. It does not feel like a year. It literally only feels like it was 4 months ago when I recorded that. But anyways, I decided to make this video today, guys, and there's going to be a bunch of cars that are going to be passing by me, which honestly I don't really even care about. There might even be some people that walk past my car because I'm not recording where I usually record at, guys. If you know anything, I usually record in an RTD parking garage. But today was a bit different. Because I'm recording in the exact same spot. Not only in the exact same location, but literally the exact same spot that I parked my car. The exact same spot that I parked at a year ago when I first told and addressed everybody that I would start and begin to record in my car. The reason why I wanted to do that was I wanted to get back into that feeling, get back into that mood, remember how I was that led me to my breaking point of being tired, being frustrated, of not really being able to record my videos while at home. And so I wanted to come back here at this exact same place where it all started. So I think I've given enough context now, guys. Or actually, no, maybe I haven't. I should also be talking in this video, not only in the sense that my subscribers are going to be watching this video, but also in the sense that there are going to be new viewers that are also going to be watching this video. Some of you who are watching this video, you might not have ever heard of me. You might not even know who I am, have never watched a single one of my videos ever in your life, and this is the first video of mine that you've stumbled upon. Well, I just want to start off by saying hello, welcome to the channel. This is a gaming channel where I upload a variety of indie games. Now, what I am talking about is something that dated way back all the way to last year in January of 2022, and this is about me recording in my car. And from the title, you might be curious as to why I record in my car. So I want to give context to not only remind people, to remind my viewers, my subscribers that already know the reason, but to also provide context to new people who don't know anything, right? I want everyone to be reminded, and I also want to give everyone the context. That's when I first started recording my car, guys, the reason why, at first, right? The reason why I'm making this video now is because I went back to that video. Before I started recording this video right now, guys, I was literally sitting in the driver's seat watching that video of mine from a year ago on my phone. In that video, I was talking about my reason for why I was going to start recording in my car. But when I went back into that video, that's when I came to the realization that that reason is now outdated. And so now I need to give you guys the new reason for why I record in my car. And the reason that I gave in that video, guys, because I know not everyone's going to want to watch that video. The reason why I first started recording in my car, guys, is because of my family. What do I mean by my family? The fact that I was recording in my apartment. That's how it always was for me at first. And so when I would record in my apartment, I would always try to record whenever both of my parents weren't home, because they still don't know that I do YouTube, and I don't plan on letting them know that I do YouTube yet. And the reason for why I don't want them to know that I do YouTube yet is because of two things. One, because I don't want them to think that I'm wasting my time doing YouTube. And two, I don't want them to be judgmental of me, especially my dad, of the type of games that I play. They might see all of these scary games that I play, and a lot of them have a lot of, violence in them. And so my parents might start to be judgmental of me and be like, why are you playing these types of games? Like, why is this something that you want to do with your life, to constantly be playing games that invoke nothing but a bunch of fear and a bunch of gore and a bunch of violence and all that stuff? Can you imagine if I showed my parents Puppet Combo games, or if I showed them a video of me playing Puppet Combo? Like, that's just a no-no. That is absolutely 100% a no-no. So Oh man, I've already been recording for like 5-6 minutes now. Okay, let me actually get into the reason, because so many of you already clicked off. But because of that, right, I don't want them to walk in on me. And because in the past where I've actually tried to be bold enough to record while they were home, unfortunately it failed. There were times where they actually did walk in on me from time to time. And so after 2 years, because I started YouTube in 2020, so after 2 years of recording and making videos and recording them in my apartment, I reached my breaking point and just had it, and came to the conclusion, I didn't want to make any excuses for myself, and I came to the point where I became resourceful enough to think about recording in my car, starting to record in my car. And so that was the reason at first for why I was recording in my car. But now, in 2023, and even before that, the reason that I have now is the reason I've been having ever since like late March of 2022, if not April of 2022. This has been a long time since I've had this reason. The reason now for why I record in my car is because I don't have to restrict myself when it comes to being as loud and as expressive as I can. Because especially with scary games, guys, scary games with jump scares and everything like that, I find it very hard for anyone, if they're genuinely scared from the scary games they're playing, I find it genuinely hard for them to not scream whenever a jump scare happens. And so for me, like when I was in my apartment, I literally felt like a bird in a locked cage. I felt like I was in chains. I literally felt like I was in chains, because while recording in an apartment, guys, you have to be considerate of your neighbors. And so I lived on the first floor, so I didn't really have to worry about people below me, but I would have to worry about the people above me. I'd have to worry about the people that were right next to me on my right side, on the right in front of me, and also to the side, diagonally. So I have to worry about everybody that's on the same floor as me and the people that are the floor above me. And so I've recorded over 300 videos on this channel now. And out of those videos, almost 100 of them are just scary games alone. And I would say out of those 100 scary games that I've played, almost all of them I have screamed in because of a jump scare or because the game was just genuinely that scary. And so my question that I have to ask all of you is, how do you get the luxury of being able to scream, having the freedom to be as expressive as you want to be because of the game that you're playing, while also trying to maintain yourself for the sake of not disturbing your neighbors, so without having the fear of getting yourself evicted or getting your whole family evicted? Because I live in a family of 4. Myself, my mother, my father, and my younger sister. You can't do that. You can't be as expressive and as loud as you want to, and then also try at the same time to maintain yourself and restrict yourself from truly expressing yourself in the way you want to. It's like trying to tell someone to look left and look right at the exact same time. That's impossible. That's like trying to tell someone to draw a squared circle. A squared circle doesn't exist. So when I first start recording in my car, guys, right, you have to understand this. When I first started recording in my car, it was just simply because, now I don't have to be afraid of my parents walking in on me. But then I started realizing something. I started realizing how much shouting I was doing within my videos, right? And I've been talking just specifically about scary games, but I don't only scream in my scary gaming videos, guys. I scream in any type of genre of games that I play, whether it's my parkour games that I play, like Solaria, whether it's the fighting games that I play, like Anenra, or whether it be the racing games that I've played, like, I don't know, maybe something like Photon Highway or Hypertime Disruptor. So any type of game that I've played, guys, where there's a lot of adrenaline in it, within it, or something that really, really excites me, something that I'm very passionate, very interested in playing, it makes me very loud. And that level, that decibel at which I'm speaking at, I could never be able to speak at while recording in my apartments. With all the screaming that I've done, guys, if all those times I was screaming in my car, if I was just crazy enough to have all those times record in my apartment, by now my family would have been evicted. We would not be living in these same apartments anymore, guys. A whole freaking school bus just went right past me. I was wondering why that sounded louder than before. But okay, anyways, sorry for the distraction, guys. I could not be able to record without restricting myself. You understand me? And so, again, like I said, at around like the end of March or at the beginning of April, I started to realize that, oh, wait, I'm looking back at these videos and I'm seeing all the screaming that I'm doing. I could have never screamed like that if I was still recording in my apartment. Because at first, I was like trying to do it where it's like, yeah, I'll record at my house sometimes, but like I'll only do it if my parents aren't home. But if they're not home, then I'll just record in my car. So recording my car was basically like second option. It was like my plan B basically. But now it changed to only being plan A, where I'm just going to record in my car, even if my parents are not home, I'm still going to be recording in my car. Because now the reason evolved from just simply me going from, oh, I don't want them to walk in on me, to now being, I don't want to have to hold myself back with being as loud as I am, with being as expressive as I am while playing these games. I'm not truly being myself when I have to maintain myself, when I have to do stuff like this, when I have to like really force myself. And it was playing, like, it was really when I was, there was one game that really led to me wanting to just permanently record in my car. And that was when I played this game called After School. That game was so scary for me, but it was literally impossible for me. You could see, like, there were multiple times within that gaming video of mine where I literally had to cover my face in order to prevent myself from screaming. And I had to, like, gasp because that was the closest that I could do when it came to screaming. And it was playing that game that really made me think, like, dude, like, that's just not fair to me. Like, to me, that just was so unfair. That I have to be quiet for the sake of my fucking neighbors who don't even know my name, who don't even know of my existence, who don't care about me. But I have to care about them, not because I actually care about them, but because I care about still being able to have a roof over my head so that I don't get evicted. Because if I start making enough noise, then they'll just whine and bitch to the leasing office and tell them that, oh, my neighbor is being too loud. And so it really just culminated into me wanting to just start permanently recording my car, because that was where I had the freedom, the luxury to be able to record while being as loud and as expressive as I can possibly be. And also, I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video. I should have said this at the beginning of the video. The reason why I wanted to make this video now, guys, is because I have gotten people who make those types of comments over the year. Some of them will say, like, I was shocked to see you recording in your car. Or like, damn, dude, you record in your car. I respect the grind, respect the hustle. There was one person who just even straight up said, like, why are you recording in my car? And then, like, I can literally just straight up show you the comments of all the people. I won't show you every single one because I don't remember every single time from the top of my head when someone commented. But I do remember specific videos in which people have just straight up asked me, like, yo, like, why are you recording in your car? Or they will just make a comment saying, oh, you're recording in your car. I had no idea, because from the look of the thumbnail, you would have had no idea that I was recording in my car. And so it's like, I don't want them to go back to that video that I made last year, because that really doesn't explain the full picture now. It expanded into me wanting to be as loud and as expressive as I want to. And it just really made me think about bigger YouTubers and how they really need to start being grateful, and they really need to be aware and conscious of how lucky and blessed they are that they are able to record in their giant mansions with all of this soundproofing that covers up their entire room, which at that point is not even a room. At that point, it's just a studio. Literally have their own studio within their mansion and literally get to scream as loud as they want to, because they have neighbors, I guess, like if they have someone living in their house right next to them. But with all the soundproofing, and especially if they were to record in their basement, right? There's no such thing as basements in apartments, but in a mansion there definitely is, unless you deliberately don't want one, which I don't understand why you wouldn't want one. But some of them could record in their basement, and even if they don't record in their basement, even if they were to record in the living room or upstairs or something like that, with all the soundproofing that they have, the screaming is not going to be loud enough for their neighbors to even hear the slightest amount of noise. It's just not going to happen. And so these YouTubers, man, these big YouTubers, they really need to be grateful. And they need to be absolutely conscious and have the full realization of how lucky and blessed they are. That there isn't anything in life, that the current situation that they are living in does not hold them back from anything and allows them to do YouTube and to excel in YouTube at their fullest capability. They have to be aware of that. They have to know that. They have to. Because it just makes me so mad at how unfair it is that I have to record in my car compared to these people who get to record in their giant mansions. You think I want to record in my car, guys? You think that this is the most comfortable place for me to record in? No. I record here because I have no other choice. Because I can't make any excuses for myself. I had to come up with an option. I had to become resourceful. And I'm sorry. I don't want to get mad, but like sometimes I really hold back a lot of my anger, guys. So I kind of like revealing my true colors a little bit here. Like I said, they need to really understand how lucky and blessed they are to record there, to record in their houses. But you see, even if it wasn't a mansion, even if it was just a regular house, I'm parked right now, there's a bunch of regular looking houses here. Even in a regular house, that would also do the job just fine. So for me, recording in my car, this is basically like my own little soundproofing room, soundproofing studio. Because it's going to be pretty hard for people to hear me while I'm inside here. These windows, guys, that are made for your car, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty effective when it comes to soundproofing. That on top of recording inside an RTD parking garage, it's honestly the best thing that I have right now. For my current situation right now, that's the best thing that I could possibly have. But I think that's all that I really need to tell you guys. I cannot believe I've been recording for over 20 minutes now. Literally feels like it's only been 10 minutes. Honestly, I feel like I was just rambling a lot to you guys. I feel like I already addressed my point, but then further extrapolated on it without it really being necessary. So I'm really sorry if I took up your time, guys. But that is why I record in my car, guys. So in the future, if any of you ever ask why I record in my car, I will literally just lead you straight to this video right here, and it will be the most updated reason for why. Okay, and I don't think the reason is going to further evolve into something else. It's not. This is the most evolved it will ever get. This is the Homo sapien reason for why I record in my car. So I'm sorry, I know I've recorded. This is the third vlog in a row that I've recorded. I will go straight back to gaming videos. The Man from the Window 2 came out. I saw it. It came out like 5 days ago. So I'll record a video on that when I come back, guys. But that's all that I need to say to all of you. So I will see you guys in the next video. And until next time, everybody. Take care of yourselves.